What's up, Alchemist? Just trying to get this shit set up. Gravy right there. What up, Alchemist? What's the deal? What up, Pro? Protocol in the building. There we go. Sorry for the mess at my desk. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. What's going on, Montoya? No, I feel you. Yo, shit wild, yo. What the fuck going on, man? What's up? Somebody turn my shit off. There it go. Shit crazy out here in these streets, yo. There's so much chaos going on in the world right now. I don't even know which way to look, yo. Like I said in one of my videos, the tail is wagging the dog, and they got us looking every which way but up. One in the chat if you can hear me first. One in the chat if you can hear me. So make sure y'all can hear me. All right, that's what's up. Yo, what the fuck is going on? So first, let's talk about. So first off, let's talk about this ICE thing, right? Let's talk about ICE. By the way, let's do this. So yesterday, me and my son went to the taco spot, right? Little taco spot by the house. I ain't feel like cooking, so we went to a little taco spot. I go in there, like I ordered on DoorDash for pickup, right? So we're going there, and don't nobody in that bitch speak English. Don't nobody in that bitch speak English. So the girl trying to tell me that there was something up with my order, right? They didn't have something or something like that. So I'm like, I don't. So I said, oh, hold on. So I go to my car. I grab the Metas, throw the Metas on. Say, Meta, turn on translation mode. Translation mode from English to Spanish activated, or whatever the fuck the bitch said. Go in that bitch, she starts speaking to me in the Spanish shit. It took about, I think what it does is Meta waits for them to stop talking. Once they stop talking, then Meta tells me exactly what the fuck they said. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, just do that. And the girl was looking like, what the fuck? And then the other girl said in Spanish, you know, because Meta's still translating, like, it's his glasses. It's his glasses. His glasses told him what we said. And then they was all enamored by that shit. And I was getting all smiles and shit. They thought I was rich. They thought I was fucking Tony Stark out that bitch. Got me some food. Came home and did the fucking movie night, which movie night was fantastic. We revisited Shooter. And for obvious reasons, we revisited Shooter. If you guys don't know, every Wednesday night, and I'm going to get back to it, but every Wednesday night we do a movie night. And we'll pick something that's kind of pertinent to what's going on in the world. And right now we got all of these fucking shootings happening. Everybody think they're a goddamn sniper, apparently. So we watched Shooter, which is a great movie with Mark Wahlberg, Danny Glover's in that shit. You know what I mean? It's a great movie. So why don't y'all come on through and hang out with us. It's a fun time. The chat is always a fun time during movie night. But anyway, let's get to this ICE thing. So let me get this right. Somebody was shooting at the ICE officers, but they shot and killed like the detainees. Ain't smacking woodpeckers though. What's going on? Your local, I can't pronounce all that. What's up with you? So they went and shot up the ICE detention center, I guess, and they shot 3 detainees and killed 1. Am I correct on this story? This is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Man, listen. If y'all don't see the play, I don't know what to tell y'all. Your local candy kid, I appreciate it. Thank you. if y'all don't see the play, so now you had somebody on the left, allegedly far left, assassinate Charlie Kirk. Now it looks like they're trying to make this ICE detention center shooting like it's a right-wing thing. They meant to shoot the detainees. I don't know about that, right? They're trying to put, like, you got people on social media trying to spin this narrative, but you can't because the fucking bullets had they had anti-ICE on the bullets. So clearly they were anti-ICE. So which would make me believe that the shooter was trying to shoot ICE agents, but they shot the fucking detainees, which don't make no sense to me. But this is the thing that gets me. Again, you guys know I'm a fucking gun person. First off, what the fuck is up with these Dear John letters being written on bullets? What the fuck is up with these Dear John letters being written on bullets? Somebody got to explain this shit to me. This is some new shit. Oh, they engraved a saying on the bullet and on the bullet casing. I'm like, for what? Like, why is this always a thing? You know? Why is this always a thing? I have no clue. What's up, Josh? What's up, Carlo? You know? Drink your Koofy juice, everybody. Exactly. You know what I mean? That's some weird shit to me. You know? Lazy psyops. That's what it sounds like to me. It do sound like USA got their money took, and now they ain't got the funds to do what they used to be able to do. That's what it seems like. But this shit is weird. And then the gun that he used. So last night, and I can't show you guys this because we're on YouTube right now. You know how YouTube be. We're going to talk about YouTube in a minute, too. I got the fucking gun. I got the same type of gun. It looked like he used a Garand. It looked like he used a fucking Garand. Like a M1 Garand. Right? And if I'm not mistaken, that Garand ain't have no motherfucking scope on it. But I digress. It must have been fucking Hawkeye. Okay? I have what's called an FN 1949. My FN 1949 is essentially FN's version of the M1 Garand. Mine's take 8mm Mauser. My gun takes 8mm Mauser, which is they saying that's the bullet that was used. But I'm like, M1 Garands weren't in 8mm Mauser. So was it really an M1 Garand or another country's variant of the M1 Garand like my 1949? Like I said, if you look at my 1949 and you look at a Garand next to each other, you almost can't tell the difference. You almost can't tell the difference. Yeah, Army surplus. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So, and all my moderators in the chat, you know, on YouTube, go ahead and do what y'all need to do with some of these trolls. It's on you today. You know, so I'm looking at that and I'm like, yo, that's my gun. So in the stream last night, I picked the gun up and said, yo, this is essentially what he used here. This is an 8mm Mauser. But the 8mm Mauser and the 30-06, the bullets are fucking damn near identical. Right? Because when I got that gun, I got this gun off of a job that I did. Right? I did a job. We do trash and debris removal. Guy passed away. We were able to keep, we got permission to keep him. I couldn't find the round, right? Because at first I couldn't find the marking on the barrel to tell me what round it was. And I took it to my local gun store, and they said, yo, this is a 30-06. And we changed, he was like, I don't know. All right, this is probably not a 30-06. Something slightly, maybe a little bit larger, just slightly. Just like 90, like really slightly. So then we found it on the barrel, like, oh, 8mm Mauser. This is an 8mm Mauser. So, but we showed the pictures online of the shooter allegedly on the roof with his fucking head blown the fuck open. I still don't understand how he took that big of a gun and was able to kill himself. I don't, like, I was on the stream last night. I was like, I mean, I guess he could have. But but how? Because all of the damage is on the left side of his face, right? The gun's on his left side. So I'm like, if the gun's on his left side, like it was propping his ass up. If the gun's on his left, it almost looked like somebody set that gun there after his ass got his head blown off. But I was like, if the gun's on his left hand side, it means he used the left hand, the trigger to pull he used his left hand to somehow pull the trigger. If he used his left hand to pull the trigger, all the fucking damage, because this motherfucker's head looked like a fucking Michael Myers mask. All the damage should have came out the right side of his fucking head. Right? Entry wound, massive fucking exit wound, especially at that close of a range. And I was like, something don't make sense. But I also was saying in the stream, they have stepped up the caliber. The 5.56 isn't scary anymore. They trying to get rifle rounds. They trying to get hunting rounds out the paint, the larger caliber rounds, because you know that, especially here in Maryland, I don't have to register my AR-10. If I want to build an AR-15, right, I got to register the lower with the state. And then after I register the lower with the state, I can then build my gun out. With AR-10, I don't got to do that. I can go to the store, buy the lower and all the other parts, and just do my NICS form, my instant background check, and then walk out the store that day like cash and carry, and then assemble my AR-10 or my 308, my larger rounds, which is crazy. You know? Right, the wound don't look like he did it, right? Yeah, they said he deleted himself, is what they said. They said they found him, he deleted himself. And it don't look like he did that shit. You know what I mean? So, what's going on, Jessica Isaac? Like, so, I'm sitting there like, if the gun's on his left, and he pulls the trigger with the left, somehow, it's a fucking long ass gun. So, boom. I guess it could have went straight up, but it don't look like that. It don't look like it went straight up and out. It looked like he took boom, like somebody hit him, boom, and then boom. So I'm just sitting there like, that shit is fucking crazy. I don't think he shot himself. That's why we watched Shooter last night too, because remember in the movie Shooter they were saying, you know, basically how those conspiracies work. You have your quote-unquote lone shooter who's not a lone shooter, and then you have one of the other teammates take out the patsy to leave them there. But then I was like, that's fucking wild. But then I was like, let's go with that narrative. And it's like, do y'all see the damage that 8mm Mauser did? Yeah, Florida made open carry legal? Yeah, they did. They did it like a while ago. I was just in Miami for HotepCon last year. I had my gun out there. But I could conceal carry in Florida. So I'm just sitting there like, 8mm and 30-06 is damn near identical, right? It's almost an identical cartridge. If it did that much damage to that kid on that roof that was shooting at the fucking ICE detainees or agents or whatever the fuck he was shooting at, it should have did that much damage when they said the 30-06 hit Charlie Kirk. I'm gonna say that again. If this, I wish I could show it to you guys. His face, like, think about Michael Myers' mask. That's what the fuck his face looked like after getting shot. And I'm like, you guys want me to believe, first off, you want me to believe that he was shot from the back, Charlie Kirk. If Charlie Kirk was shot from the back with a 30-06, all this shit would have been gone. All right, all this shit, his fucking head would have been hanging off his fucking neck. Because, like, you talking about a fucking softball size wound cavity from a 30-06, especially as close as they saying the shot came from. Right? That's why I think that it was a smaller round. Now you got Stu Peters and those guys thinking it's an explosion from the fucking lavalier mic. I don't buy that either. I'm not an explosive expert, but I feel like more smoke and shit we would have seen. Remember when they was blowing the pages up? They blew them bitches up. It was smoke all over the fucking place. All right? We ain't see that with Charlie Kirk. I think it was just a concussion of him getting hit, made his shirt ripple and some more stuff. Because you got to remember that bullet's moving at crazy speed. You know? So when I seen that guy on the roof that quote unquote shot at the ICE agents or the detainees, and I seen the way his fucking face looked after that fucking shot, I was like, ain't no way, no fucking that fucking 30-06 hit Charlie Kirk. It was a smaller round. It was a much smaller round. Period. So which tells me that the kid, whatever his name is, although I think he is very much a part of the conspiracy, he was very much a part of what happened. He didn't take the shot on Charlie Kirk. That came from somewhere else. Maybe somebody was just under him. Who knows? I don't know. Something or somebody. Okay? So, I don't know. This shit is crazy. But this dice shit is weird. Like, because it's like, what's the play here? And clearly the play is to sow division in the United States. That's clearly what it is. It's to sow division amongst the people of the United States, to start some kind of civil race war, whatever you want to call it, left versus right. They want us divided so they can come in and create the order that they want. Because how do you take over a country? How do you take over a country? Divide and conquer. You divide and you conquer. Exactly, Alchemist. Divide and conquer. Simple as that. So if you can divide the people and get them fighting amongst themselves and get them distracted, Law-Abiding Citizen. Oh, we can definitely watch Law-Abiding Citizen. That's my shit. Or feed them Tylenol. Jeez. But that's how you, and I feel like that's what's happening. Some faction, they, them, the collective, I like to call them. Shout out to Patrice O'Neal on that one. They, them, the collective, want some order through chaos. And they're going to cause as much chaos as possible. You sow division amongst the ranks. You sow division amongst the people. You get them fighting and distracted from what's really going on. And by the time they realize what's going on, it's too fucking late. And I think that's what we're seeing right now. I really do. But iRobot? Okay. I had to think about Law-Abiding Citizen. I didn't think about that. So Law-Abiding Citizen, right? That's a good one. Collateral with Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise. That's another good one. And you saying iRobot? Ooh, A Time to Kill. God damn. You know what we got to do? We got to do a poll on what we're gonna watch next weekend or next Wednesday. We have to do a poll on what we watch next Wednesday. But let's talk about this Tylenol shit. We know how to follow them laws, but they don't want us to defend ourselves. They don't want us to defend ourselves. They don't want us reliant on our own safety. They want us to be reliant on the government. That's why they want to take away it. Plus, if you take away the Second Amendment, you might as well throw the rest of the Constitution in the trash. Shit. Bait with Jamie Foxx? I wasn't a big fan of Bait. I wasn't. It was okay. It kind of reminded me of like Enemy of the State, kind of sort of like a knockoff. But let's talk about this Tylenol thing. I really didn't think people was this fucking dumb. I really didn't. Matter of fact, hold on, we're gonna play a video real quick. I swear, yo, y'all can't be this fucking dumb. Y'all can't be. So let me get this straight. Trump comes out and tells you that Tylenol is bad for you to take while you're pregnant. Which, by the way, he was referencing studies from Harvard, Johns Hopkins, other medical institutions. You know, the people that y'all told us to trust during COVID. You know, all you trust the science motherfuckers out there. So now Trump comes out and says that, hey, Tylenol is bad for you to take while you're pregnant. So in protest, you guys are going out here and buying all the Tylenol up. And not only are you taking Tylenol while you're pregnant, some of you dumb motherfuckers are out here taking the entire bottle. Like, y'all know that shit fuck with your liver and your kidneys, right? Like, you can have liver and kidney failure taking too much of that shit.
If you take 13 of them motherfuckers, it'll be your last headache.
I swear, yo, are we really living idiocracy out in real time? I swear, y'all be picking the wrong hills to die on. I swear, y'all go against your own self-interest and preservation just to defy Trump. For what? But you know what? Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Let's thin the herd. This is Darwinism at its finest. Anyways, Cannon Hotel. I holler at you.
If you take 13 of them motherfuckers, it'll be your last headache.
So I did that video yesterday, right? I've been popping on TikTok, by the way. My new channel been popping on TikTok, which is wild. We did Long Kiss Goodnight Pro. We watched that like a couple weeks ago. And do not disturb. It's like when I start streaming, everybody want to fucking call me. Anyway, so now there's these reports, right? That people are getting their stomach pumped. People are having liver and kidney failure in the hospital right now because they've been fucking eating fistful of fucking Tylenol in protest to Trump. Now, look, I get it. If you don't think that Tylenol has a link to autism or birth defects or pregnancy complications, okay, whatever, I got you. But it says clearly on the fucking label how many you should take. And the reason why you shouldn't take more than what's recommended. Because you could cause liver and kidney damage. I knew that shit since I was fucking 10 years old. Like, I swear, people, yo, TDS is fucking real, yo. This TDS is real. People are literally out here in protest. And Trump didn't even come up with the fucking stuff that he said. Like I said in the videos, Harvard, Johns Hopkins, Tylenol even said the shit. Tylenol even said, don't take the shit while you're pregnant. Tylenol even says don't take this shit in excess or you can fucking have liver or liver damage. So now you got all these people that want to be stupid eating Tylenol, oh, looking out, chewing the shit up on fucking TikTok because they want to, I don't know, for likes and shit. Now they about to take themselves the fuck up out of here. Now they about to take themselves the fuck up out of here. Like they lose all rational thought out the fucking window when it comes to Trump. Orange Man Bad said it, so it must be false. Never mind the studies that he was referencing. But never mind, it should be common fucking sense. It should be common fucking sense that if you take too much of something, it could be a fucking problem for you. It could be detrimental. Now, apparently, there's a story going around that there's a woman that's on a fucking ventilator right now. She's 25 weeks pregnant. She took a bunch of Tylenol and protested Trump, and now her ass ain't gonna fucking make it. And apparently they're trying, the family's trying to decide if they're gonna try to do an emergency, induce the labor to save the kid, but the kid might be too fucking far gone. The kid's only 25 weeks. That shit is fucking sad, yo. It's sad. It's sad that people are so triggered by one person. Holden says they should blend Tide Pods and Tylenol for a nice morning smoothie. That's what you think they doing, yo. I forgot about the Tide Pod challenge. These are the same motherfuckers we dealing with, ain't it? It's like I'm like, yo, there's no way people are this fucking stupid. But apparently people are this fucking stupid. And I feel bad for these people, but then I don't feel bad for them because they bringing this shit on to them. Like, how can you get in? It's got to be like, people use TDS as like a meme and all this. That shit got to be a legit mental illness. They need to document that shit because this shit is it's mass formation psychosis. Remember that word, y'all? This is what we see. Mass formation psychosis. Trump could say, "Don't drink your piss, it's bad for you," and people be walking around this bitch drinking piss like apple juice. You know, don't breathe fresh oxygen or breathe fresh oxygen. Go out and get some fresh oxygen. People be sucking on a fucking exhaust pipe. This shit is crazy. I put a tweet on Twitter or X the other day, or yesterday. I said they about to start using Tylenol like Plan B. What's up, Vinziger? Yeah, this is stupid, y'all. I don't understand all the trust the science people, right? All these trust the science. Now they don't want to trust the science because Orange Man Bad said it. Now all of a sudden there's something wrong. This shit is stupid. And you know what else is stupid? Not wanting to question what's in the vacations. I still don't know what I can say on YouTube. So we're going to say vacations. Read between the lines, guys, okay? What's going on from Brazil? What's the deal? But now you got people, they going after RFK because they don't like the fact that he's questioning what's in the vacations. What's up, Willie Will? I'm like, what the fuck is the problem in questioning what's in the vacations? We clearly got an issue with autism here. I have a son that's on the spectrum. Now, thank God my son isn't nonverbal. My son's pretty goddamn smart, but he's on the spectrum. He has sensory problems, a bunch, some other thing, but he's low on the spectrum, right? My sister, her daughter's on the spectrum, but her daughter is nonverbal, stuff like that, right? She's just starting to try to say words a little bit. You know what I mean? But I'm like, is every 1 in 36 kids born with autism? Every 1 in 36 kids born with autism. It's just our country. This ain't over in England or Australia or Africa or fucking Iceland or it's here in the United States. Every 1 in 36 fucking kids have autism, yo. What the fuck is causing that? Right? So it makes sense to look at the food. It makes sense to look at the prenatal care that the mothers are doing. It makes sense to look at the vacations that they're putting in these kids' arms. Why does a kid fresh out the womb need to take a vaccine for a stripper's disease? Why does a kid fresh out the womb have to take a vacation for a stripper's disease? I'm talking about Hep B. Unless the mother has Hep B, why is the kid getting a Hep B vacation? Like, that makes no sense to me. The vacation schedule when I was a kid is substantially higher with like now. Do y'all understand? Like, but you got people really going against their own self-interest. Oh, RFK Jr. works for Trump, therefore he's bad too. Throwing all rational thought out the window. Hey, why is the United States the only country with a high autism rate? Could it be what we're eating? Could it be prenatal care? Could it be the vacations? We should get down to the bottom of it. No, they don't want to do that. They want to look the other way on it. Just like these Democratic mayors in Baltimore and Chicago and all these other places who want to look the other way on their crime, talking about, oh, there's nothing dangerous about Baltimore. I fucking live here in Baltimore and I know better. But then you got people that live here in Baltimore that know better because Donnie T want to do something about it. Now all of a sudden they want to look the other way and act like shit ain't going on. Like fucking battered wives. Your mom ain't like him. That's what's up. Yeah, if Obeezy would have said it, they would have been all, oh, he's trying to save our lives. That's the same guy who went to Flint, Michigan and pretended to drink the water like it was okay. Shit is wild to me. The shit is wild to me. Just like these dummies, right? Just like these dummies at these HBCUs and these black. Oh my God, he's so bad. He wants to tear down our way of learning. Blah 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 blah. Meanwhile, he just gave $500 million to HBCUs. He just gave $500 million to HBCUs. And people are like, well, he's only doing that because he's trying to win. I'm like, no. Trump did this back in 2016 too. I got a video on my channel on YouTube. Trump did this in 2016 as well. Matter of fact, I think I got one. Like here you go. I think I got that video on here. Where's the shit at? Maybe I don't. Huh, I thought I did. I guess I don't. Ain't that a bitch? Yeah, I guess I don't got it. Oh, well. There's a video on my channel. Where I talk about that. He gave them the bag for like the next 10 years so they didn't have to keep coming back and asking for money year after year after year. He gave them the bag with 3% increase every year, and he created an office in the White House for HBCUs. What happened when Joe Nicholslick got back in office? He cut the HBCU funding by $43 billion. He cut the HBCU funding by $43 billion. That was Joe Biden that did that. But these dummies, he cut off funding, but y'all still letting them speak at y'all school. Y'all still letting Kamala speak at y'all school. They cut your funding. Trump just gave you funding back. But y'all don't want to recognize that shit. This is the shit I be talking about. Like, if you're going to hate somebody, you'll hate them for a valid reason. Not because somebody told you to hate that person. So now you got people out here eating fucking Tylenol, putting themselves in the fucking ICU, and maybe worse. All because what? What? I don't even know why you're doing it. It's something you wouldn't have otherwise did unless you heard from Trump saying that it was bad for you. TikTok told him Joe Nicholslick and the Dems are good. I swear, yo, the mental gymnastics is Olympic level. And a lot of stuff we're going to talk about tonight on the after party. So it's Hotep's told you tonight, and then the after party tonight. So whenever HJ and is Uncle on the road now? He on the road now, right? So whatever. After the Hotep's told you podcast on Hotep Jesus channel, it's the after party here on kick.com/CanonHotep, x.com/CanonHotep, rumble.com/CanonHotep. And I may go live on YouTube just to see if this whole reversal that YouTube is supposed to put in is actually a thing. Because apparently Alex Jones is back on YouTube. Another dude I used to watch, Forever Computing, he's back on YouTube. He got banned. He was taken out in that great apocalypse and all that other stuff. So I'm wondering if they're getting rid of the shadow ban list, because this channel right here was growing tremendously on YouTube until I spoke out about The Good Doctor, and I told you what the fuck was up with The Good Doctor, with receipts. They took that shit down within 10 minutes of me posting it, and then my channel has not been the same since. So we're gonna talk about all this stuff tonight. We're gonna talk about YouTube. We're gonna talk about Jimmy Kimmel's stupid ass fucking comments that he said after he got back on the air. You know, I kind of find it odd that now he's for free speech when he was one of the ones that was for the banning of Alex Jones across all media platforms and banks. He was for the banning of Donald Trump across all media platforms. He looked the other way when the Twitter files came out and showed that the fucking U.S. government had a bat phone to all social media outlets, and they were determining what needed to be censored and what didn't to help fucking circumvent a presidential election. Kamala's endorsement for Madami because she's a socialist. She's always been. That's what she's supposed to do. She get her marching orders. She got her marching orders. But we'll talk about that shit tonight. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go to somebody's retirement party. You know how they do at work. Such and such retiring. Are you guys coming up? Bring $10, $15 for the fucking card. So I'm gonna go and be social and be social. I gotta go. I'm about to go to a. I'm gonna get out here now because I'm gonna try not to pay no fucking parking because I gotta go to the Trade Center where I cost like $30 to park to put $20 in somebody's card and be social, which is fucking crazy. You know, Dave Cullen switched to doing movie and sci-fi reviews. Is that right? That's safe. It's safe. You know, it's fucking safe. Publish the Tesla files? Hey, publish all the motherfucking files. That's all I'm gonna say. See, people get it misunderstood. They think that I'm MAGA or I'm fucking a Republican. I'm nothing. I am politically homeless. It says that on my fucking voter registration. I am unaffiliated. I'm disillusioned by it all. I look at a 30,000-foot view and I look down and I see what's best for me at the time and what ain't best for me at the time. It's just what it is. Anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. If you're new, hit that follow button on Kick. Consider gifting a sub to somebody. Sharing is caring. Over on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Super chats, Rumble rants are always welcome. Anyway, till next time, it's Cannon Hotep saying, be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss, and don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of its own. Worry about today. I'll holler at y'all.